We're so bombarded with the media and advertising and culture with explicit language and violence on TV and movies all the time that it's just it's like part of white noise. Like we don't even register it anymore unless it's something that's so impactful or it hits you personally, hits home with you, that you really just don't react to it anymore because it's just so part of our culture.
In this class we were currently speaking about slavery in the past, and the professor is very professional, came out right away and said this is a sensitive topic, and that even though she had a mute expression about the way she was expressing herself, that she had done this a lot of times and found this is the best way to approach students.
I think it should be more professor discretion, like something like that. I mean, I don't consider myself a squeamish person, so something like that really didn't bother me, but some people are different, and I think
all views should be expressed here, like, you know, conservative or liberal, so like trying to ban people from coming to campus I think is bad. But as long as you say, okay, we're going to talk about this, make like a 5-10 second announcement, it's not going to impact the 50 minutes worth of a presentation. It's really not. It's just giving someone a heads up.
My dad is kind of against like mandating trigger warnings, so I'm kind of used to discussing like politically charged topics, stuff like that without a warning. But I think there's some people that there are things that like give them anxiety and things like that you should say something like this is gonna have graphic content and like they can't deal with blood, that kind of thing. So they should be warned about that kind of stuff before they're like
comes to, you know, on campus and we talk about this university being a safe space, absolutely, physically it is, but when it comes to those, you know, hot button topics and discussions for things that make you squirm and feel uncomfortable, you have to talk about those things. You can't sweep those things under the dust.
Professor, I mean, each student's different, and I think you have to adapt to your students as well as the students have to adapt to the professor.
I don't feel that I necessarily need a disclaimer all the time to talk about things that are uncomfortable as being an African American young woman, you know, in this county. But there have been times where I'm in a situation where I'm just like, oh boy, we're talking politics. I know it's going to get heated. Here we go. And you just sort of, you can either embrace it or you can ignore it.
It's nice that it's not censored. It is nice that a teacher comes out and says that they're going to give a trigger warning. But also at this level of academic, I think that people should be open-minded to anything because this is where you're going to experience things that challenge what you believe. And it's nice to be in an educational place where you can be mentored and kind of push towards a positive reaction versus just coming out of it negatively.